Hi, my name's Ray Kelly. Welcome to my Underground DVD series. All filmed here in my cardiovascular rehab centre, the place where we change lives on a daily basis. In this series, I've compiled all the secrets to fast and effective weight loss that I've accumulated over the past 20 years. If you put all of these into action, I can promise you'll be reaching your goal weight in no time, just like the thousands of others that I've helped. In this DVD, I'll be outlining my weight loss program, more specifically, my rapid loss program. On average, people are losing 1.5 to 3 kilos per week following this plan, and that's over a 16-week period. It really does work, and it only takes a search on Google or Facebook to see that our results are both real and consistent. But if you're watching this DVD, I guess you're already sold on the results. So why should you listen to or even trust me when there are literally hundreds of weight loss companies telling you that they have the product or the program that's going to change your life? Well, to start with, I've been helping people lose weight for 20 years. Not by just writing articles or voicing my opinion in the media, but by working with them one-on-one on a daily basis. I've been their support for their emotional ups and downs. I've worked with them to find strategies to overcome their obstacles. I've been there when things have clicked, and I've shared in the pride and happiness when they've reached their goals. No, I'm no media personal trainer. I'm the real thing. But what about qualifications? Well, like most personal trainers, I too have a certificate 4 in fitness. But that really pales in significance to my other qualifications. I'm also an accredited exercise physiologist, which is not an easy qualification to attain. Firstly, you have to have a degree in exercise science or something similar. But on its own, it's not enough. You also have to have completed a number of semesters studying subjects such as biomechanics, physiology, exercise prescription, nutrition, and psychology. So what exactly is an exercise physiologist? Well, an exercise physiologist is the person your doctor will send you to if you're a difficult case. You may have a combination of obesity, mobility issues, heart disease, and diabetes. We take on the clients that personal trainers just don't have the knowledge or experience to deal with. In essence, we are specialists in getting the unhealthy and unfit fit again. But I also have another degree, a master's in teaching. With this, I've gained an understanding of how people learn and how to provide instructions that are easy to comprehend. As you can imagine, this comes in very handy when trying to help people change their lives. Education is essential, and having 20 years experience means nothing if I can't communicate what I've learnt with others. But apart from the thousands of everyday clients I've trained, my methods have also been tested within a number of TV shows, most notably The Biggest Loser and The Contender. I was involved with The Biggest Loser in 2006 and 2007. Each year I was given one contestant, and each year my contestant won. So I maintained 100% success rate with that show. On The Contender, it was my job to have all the fighters fit and on weight when they arrived for the first day of filming. I also had to make sure they stayed on weight throughout the whole filming process. Now, I've worked with a range of world champion athletes, lectured to high-level coaches and personal trainers, had a weight loss book published, and written many articles for Australia's print media. So as you can see, I have all the credentials to design your own transformation. All I need you to do is put it all into action. So let's get started. I've designed my program so that anyone can follow it. You don't need to be a great cook, and you don't need any fancy or expensive ingredients, and you don't need any equipment to exercise. It has 4 stages. In stage 1, I detox you from all the sugars, fats and salts. You're eating a lot of fresh, unprocessed foods, primarily meat and veggies or salad. You also should be trying to get in some exercise each day. This should be followed for at least 1 week, but I'd advise you that you follow it as long as you can. This is the stage that you will see the fastest results on. So this is the eating plan you need to come back to if you stumble whilst on the other stages. In stage 2, you get to introduce some of the other recipes. This is so that you can still keep to clean, fresh eating, but have the chance to gain more variety at mealtime. Stir fries are a great addition in this stage. Just make sure you're not using sauces that are high in salt or sugar. My favourites are balsamic vinegar or ketchup menace. In stage 3, you start to introduce your own foods. By now, you should have learned a lot about how various foods and portions affect your body, so you'll find that you'll be ready to make smart choices. Stage 4 is the maintenance stage, and you get to eat whatever you like and exercise as often as you like. However, there are 2 rules. Firstly, you must weigh yourself once a week. Science has shown that the one thing that people who regained weight had in common was that they stopped weighing themselves. It wasn't the diet they followed or the exercise they did. it was that they stopped making themselves accountable. The second rule is if you weigh more than 5 kilos over your lowest weight, then you must return to stage 1. This way, you'll never return to your old weight again. People often ask me if they can make certain changes to the program I give them. And whilst it's important that a plan is individualised, it must also be understood that my plan has been designed that way because it brings fast and safe results. If you make changes to it, then it may reduce the effectiveness of the program. I'm not saying that you can't make changes, I just want you to understand that you should only make changes that need to be done. So why is my plan designed the way it is? Firstly, my diet is high in protein. This is because high protein diets are proven to increase your weight loss in the early stages. This is really important for motivation, as I'm sure you'll agree. It's much easier to stick with a program if you're seeing great changes at each weigh-in. Protein is also important as it is proven to reduce the amount of muscle mass lost whilst losing weight. It's important to preserve muscle as it's important for firing up your metabolism. Finally, protein also has a filling effect, so you don't have to eat as many calories to feel full. As you can imagine, this is very important when it comes to losing weight. So the next time you feel like adding pasta, rice or bread to your meal, just ask yourself, is this going to slow down my weight loss? Or is this going to increase my cravings? The choice is yours, but the scientists and I are together on this one. For the best results, keep the protein up. You'll also notice that I only prescribe white meat in stage 1. This is because it has less fat, which also means less calories per gram, so you get more on your plate. There will be days when this is really important, so I strongly recommend you stick to this, but if you must have red meat, keep it to a minimum and keep your portion between 150 grams and 200 grams. Now, many obese people get that way through actually skipping meals. Sure, they make up for it when they do eat, but it's the eating of large portions in one sitting that increases the amount of fat stored on the body. So it's important that you eat regularly throughout the day, and you'll see that in my plan that I have you eating 5 to 6 times. This will reduce the amount of cravings you have and will limit the gorging you have in single sittings. With the supplements Rapid Detox, Rapid Burn and Rapid Loss, you can take one or all, depending on your situation. You will still get great results by just having the Rapid Loss, but including the others may see the scales drop faster. Rapid Detox is a great way to start your lifestyle change, as it will remove the toxins from your body, making your body more efficient at fat burning. And you'll also reduce your reliance on sugar, salt and fat. It will also shrink your stomach, making the smaller food portions more filling. Now, detox isn't for everyone though, so if you're a diabetic or have other health issues that could be made worse by limiting your food intake, then jump straight to stage 1. Rapid Burn is a great supplement that reduces the amount of fat you absorb and increases the amount of calories you burn at rest. Those who use it swear by it, but avoid Rapid Burn if you have any kind of heart condition, as it does contain natural stimulants that will increase your heart rate. Rapid Loss can be taken as a snack or as a meal. If you choose to replace meals, simply have a piece of fruit or a small can of tuna for a snack. When mixing it, make sure you only use 200 ml of skim milk or water, as it will affect the taste. Now, people sometimes ask about the sugar content of Rapid Loss. What they don't understand is that it actually has a low GI, which means the sugars in it are released slowly. This is extremely important for weight loss. The reason that it has the amount of sugar that it does have is that we need to cover the taste of the vitamins, minerals and proteins, which is how we get that taste so good and still keep the nutrition. As I mentioned before, the meal plan in the booklet should be followed exactly how it's written. However, people still ask what foods they can eat. Once again, for the best results, follow stage 1. As you're introducing foods, look for meals that contain protein, are less than 500 calories per serve, contain less than 10 grams of fat, and have less than 300 milligrams of sodium. To make it simple, look for something that's meat-based, has veggies or salad served with it or in it, and has minimal sauce. This brings me to 2 important points: salt and sauce. Salt can increase the amount of fluid we retain, which means that we are heavier on the scales. It won't increase our body fat, but it will increase our size. I've seen almost overnight increases of 5 to 7 kilos, so it's best to keep your sodium intake low. You'll get it naturally in fresh foods, but in more abundance in processed or packaged foods. Sauces are often high in salt, fat or sugar, and all too often smother our foods. It's best to avoid them, but if you're in stage 3, order them served separately on the side. A great tip is just to dip your fork in it before you pick up each mouthful. You'll be surprised at how much you can still taste that sauce. With snacks, try to keep each serving under 150 calories. You can have whatever you like, but it's best to have something high in protein as it will be much more filling. I've always liked having a shake or a small can of tuna. You should be drinking 2 to 3 litres of water each day as it plays an important role in weight loss. If you don't like the taste, try slipping in a slice of lemon or orange. I'm often asked if tea or coffee is allowed, and whilst it's best to be avoided in the early stages, it is still okay to have 1 to 2 a day. Just make sure it's included in your daily calories, and make sure you don't add any sugar. Don't even use artificial sweetener, as I'm trying to rid you of your reliance on sweet foods, and using this will only increase your cravings. A great healthy tea choice is green tea. If you don't like the taste, try something that has another flavour in it, such as mint. For best results, you should be exercising every day and aiming to burn 500 to 1,000 calories in a session. To do this, you'll need to be exercising for 40 to 60 minutes and keeping your heart rate between 140 and 160 beats per minute. For some, this will be done simply by going for a walk, whilst for others, you'll need to throw in a few jogging spurts. Just remember, to get your heart rate up, you need to keep moving. You need to be doing an activity that is rhythmical in nature, such as running, cycling, swimming, or a circuit or aerobics class. I have a number of exercise booklets that will walk you through many ways to get your heart rate up, so go check them out. So there you go. There is my overview of my weight loss plan. Follow it exactly how it is designed and you will see fantastic results. Now go and study up on the meal plan and put it all into action.